Brett the Hitman Heart. So let's go over the packaging. It is your normal standard Monday Night Wars packaging. Here's a picture of the Hitman on the side from Raw May 12th, 1997. And here is also another pic of the Hitman. I believe that was when he was in a wheelchair. Yeah, there it is right there, a full picture right there. And a little quick bio. You can pause and stop the video right there so you can read. Alright, so starting with the accessories, you get a total of 3 interchangeable hands. You do get 2 fisted hands. See if I could focus right there. Alright, you do get 2 mic holding hands with the Hitman. And you also get the open hands to pose his signature pose with his hands open. And you do get an all black microphone with no WWE logo. Oh wait, you do. So I don't know if that's error or what, if they forgot to paint that, but you see the WWE logo right there is also right there. Yeah, I don't know if that's an error, but that is unpainted. So if that is, that does suck. But on to the Hitman. So you do get a hard rubber type leather jacket where the sleeves to the jacket are painted on. So it is removable, it looks like. If you were to remove his head, but then you'd have a sleeveless leather jacket, but he does come with a painted on Hitman shirt, which it looks pretty cool. So yeah, if you wanted to remove the jacket, I guess this could pass as a long sleeve Hitman uh, shirt, but I don't think it'd look right because the sleeves right here are a lot more glossier, and this is more of a matte type color. But one thing I do like, you do get the Hitman Heart Foundation on the jacket. So you do get these denim blue jean shorts, which they do have some texture to them to give it that blue jean feel, which is pretty cool. It's just not painted on. They did add some molded detail in this attire, which is pretty cool. I guess it'll kind of save the figure from this and from this horrible head sculpt, which Mattel can never get the Hitman's facial features on point. It looks nothing like him. If look at that, nothing like him. But I kind of expect that now with every Hitman. But you do get a removable type cloth good knee bandage, which is pretty cool as well. And you could take that off. Look at that. And it is Velcro on one end and just easily straps on to this side of the band, as he did wear right here in this photo and at that time and moment. So we'll put that there. So for the articulation for the Hitman, you do get your bicep cut, which moves pretty good. Also on this arm, you do get your pinless double jointed elbows. And they are smooth. You do get a 360 waist swivel. You got your die cut, which moves and rotates well on both sides, and pinless double jointed knees, which Well, this is like a hard rubber down here, I guess, to give that top joint some movement. As this is a little more stiffer as well right there. You get your ankle articulation goes back and forth. Also right there, and you do get your ab crunch looks down that far. It goes back that far as the head. Doesn't really look down that much and doesn't really go back that much due to his hair being in the way. But I do like this shirt. I wish it wasn't painted on. I wish it was a cloth good. So yeah, that's the Hitman, Bret the Hitman Hart. And now for our second figure in the line, Lord Steven Regal. You got a picture of him right there on the side, which is from Nitro February the 9th, 1998. There's a quick bio if you want to stop and pause the video. He does come with the hands and the, what is that, the jacket of the Rockabilly Build-A-Figure. So let's get him out. Alright, so for Lord Steven Regal, as far as accessories, you only get a total of 2 interchangeable hands, one that comes on the figure already, and then one mic holding or 2 mic holding hands that come attached in the figure display. I think that kind of sucks because with some elites you'll get more than others, and I just think they should keep it equal all the way around. But as far as the figure goes, I believe this is a removable singlet, which does expose is some trunks underneath, which we will get to that here in a bit. So this is my first ever Steven Regal action figure, which I think is pretty cool, which this is how I remember him from when I did start watching wrestling. I remember him debuting in WCW as not Lord Regal, but um, just Steven Regal, and he was more of like a construction type guy. He's a real man's man from that music, that theme song or introduction of his. So as far as the articulation goes, the same as all your other elite. You got your bicep cuts and the double jointed pinless elbows, which moves pretty smooth, as well as for that arm. And you do get one of his tattoos, which I never knew he had. Let me try to focus on that, which I don't know if that's a flower, which is pretty cool that they did include that. And you did get die cut rotation, which also moves pretty smoothly. Also right there you get knee pads, which are removable and do double jointed. I'm not sure if they're pinned. Yep, pinned, double jointed pin knees, which still move smoothly. Can't move them all the way, bend them all the way because the knee pads are in the way. As far as your calf cut, can move and rotate smoothly, as well as the other side. And your ankle articulation goes forward and backwards, a little stiff. Also for the other ankle as well. And your waist can move 360, but the singlet's in the way. And as far as the head sculpt, you got a little paint scuff right there, which I'll try and get off later, but I think that looks like him pretty good. Resembles him real well. But let's try to get this singlet off and see. if he wants, he's, going full beast mode on his opponent, and he just wants to go in for his finisher, he just removes the singlet and hits him with the Regal stretch. So yeah, this whole, let me see. So yeah, the splits can do the splits about that much. Yeah, so this is removable 100%, which I think is pretty cool. I'm glad they didn't do them like the Brett figure and put this molded on like they did his T-shirt, or Brett's T-shirt. So here we go. We got the blue trunks with the red rim around, and just a solid blue, no design or anything. And for the ab crunch, it can look forward that much, which is pretty good, and go back about that much. All right, so that'll do it for both Bret the Hitman Hart and Lord Steven Regal for your new Series 13, I believe, Monday Night Wars. Let me know down in the comment sections what you think. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.